Hello everyone, good morning and welcome to Psyched Center in the State Pro online demonstration program, right? And here we are continue our training program. Stay focused over here. And one more humble request to you all that please try to keep yourself mute while our training program, while our this session. Then at the end, if you have any kind of questions, then you can ask me or you can use our chat box. If there is any kind of disturbance in my voice or in my screen, then first use our chat box. If it is not resolved, then you can unmute yourself and you can ask me the whatever problem or questions you have, right? So let me continue now. State Pro is a product of Bentley Institute, right? Bentley system. First of all, let me begin my class with introduction of myself. So, my name is Setu Nandania, and I am a Autodesk and also a Bentley certified professional. And about my company, Psyched Center. Psyched Center is one of the Autodesk, PTC, Dassault, as well as Bentley authorized training center located in India. We have more than 40 plus branches in all around the India. And Since last 13 years, we are working in this field for the civil, mechanical, automobile, and architectural departments, right? And Now let me discuss about the StadePro software. So StadePro is a general purpose structural analysis and designing software or a computer program, right? So the main task of this StadePro software is calculating structure and designing the structure. Design means to provide the reinforcement detailing, right? How much steel you need to provide, in which arrangement, the bottom bar in your beam, top bar in your beam, then that bounding rings, so how many rings you need to place at which gap, and also the size of the steels, right? So that thing is known as a design module, and the rest module is known as analysis module, where actually we calculate the movement, shear force, bending moments, right? Axial force, movement in x, y, and z, and also a shear force in x, y, and z. So these are the analysis result that we get, and in the design output we get the reinforcement detail, right? So that's a introduction about this software. So the core portion of the State Pro is calculating a structure. Also we have some other product in the STAD series. STAD means it's a complete package, it's a bundle of the software. In the STAD series actually covers STAD Pro, STAD Advanced Pro, STAD Enterprise. Also we have some other STAD software like STAD Breva, STAD Foundation. So these are the STAD softwares for the different purpose, and the main purpose of the STAD Pro software is to calculate residential and commercial building structure. So this is the main output of the State Pro software. We will discuss our course curriculum also, right? So here are some examples. You can calculate the industrial shades, residential building, also steel structures. And This is a basic layout or a general layout of the State Pro software. We will discuss when we launch the State Pro software in depth, right? You can view this screen. It's a very simple and easy to understand, right? And here are some modules that SteadyPro software contains. So at the Psyched Center, first of all, you will learn some tools for the modeling, right? So how to model our structure in the SteadyPro environment. There are mainly three options for that. For the modeling purpose, we have a graphical user interface method, then also using command file method, and also you can use our structure wizard to create a simple and a general structure, right? Then we will begin with the 2D problem. So with the help of this 2D problem, first of all we will learn how to analyze our problem, a very simple problems. Then once we get that, the next task will be 3D problem with only dead load and live load. After that, we will discuss about the 3D problem with dead load, live load, and also a combination load, and with some material properties, right? Then after we will discuss about the RCC structure design. So as per Indian Code 456, we will discuss how to design our RCC structure, right, in the software. So software will provide us the reinforcement detail or the requirement of steels in our beam and column or our entire structure as per the IS code 456, right. After that we will discuss about this 3D problem for G plus 8 structure, more than G plus 3 structure. So where we need to apply wind load and also earthquake load, seismic load, right. So we will discuss that. Then after we have truss design, that means a steel structure design. We will use IS 800, that's our code for the steel structure design, right. Then we have a moving load, right, where actually we apply where we want to analyze some kind of bridge structure, steel bridge are there, right. So if you want to apply some kind of moving load over there, vehicle loading, then we will apply that with the help of the state pro environment. And at the end we have a overhead water tank analysis where we are going to discuss shear wall and shear wall concept will be there, right. One mass stress, first principal stress, third principal stress, second principal stress. So these are the stresses that applies on a RCC structure, RCC wall, that we will discuss in our water tank analysis. And also at the end we will also discuss about the state foundation software. So once you analyze your structure in your state pro software, you will get the support reactions, and with the help of that support reaction we need to design our foundation. So for that we use a state foundation software. So we will discuss that at the end after this class, right. So this is a small journey about this state pro software. Now let me continue with state pro software itself. So here I'm going to share you the screen of the state pro. So please give me a confirmation that this screen is visible to you all students. You can use our chat box. Okay, thank you, Balraj. So now see, this is a State Pro initial screen, welcome screen, and that screen is mainly divided in four divisions. Right now I am using State Pro Select Series 5, right? And latest we also have State Pro Select Series 6 and also a Connect edition for the State Pro. It will be a cloud-based technology, the latest software we have, right? But all the functions are almost same. So mainly we have a project task and recent files over here. You can access your last 5 or 6 files directly from here, right. Or we have a project task. So let me begin with this project task. So we have new project, open project. So these are the common tools, right. Then we have open from project wise. That means if you want to if you have a server license or a network license in the organization, they are preferring a network license. So at that time you will find this option. Right now it is disabled, as you can see it is disabled, right. So this is sometimes you have experienced that so many people, more than 2 or 3 engineers are working on a same project. So that type of license we need a network license, and you will find these options over there. You can open your project from your project wise. Also we have some configurations, that means a settings. So let me discuss these settings in detail. So click on the configurations. Here you can set your base unit. You can use metric or English. If you want to work in feet and inches, you can use English. Let me choose metric right now. Then also we have global axis. See, on the other software like AutoCAD we use Z axis as our elevation, right. but in this software you can prefer which axis you want to use. So you can use y axis or a z axis. Also we have some background color over here. See, if you want a white background like Revit software, then you can prefer white background. If you are comfortable with the AutoCAD environment like black background you want, then you can use black background also. And the main thing is stayed default design codes. So if you are going to choose your design code over here, then it will be easy while you are working in your project. You can change from inside, but if we have set everything over here, and it will be easy for us. There are no chance for the mistakes, right? So here we have some code. So if you are going to analyze or design a steel structure, see here we have default steel design code. So as per the Indian standard, here we have so many codes from all over the world, right? ASME codes we have, British codes we have, China codes we have, right? We generally use IS 800 for the steel design. Similarly, for the concrete design, we use IS 456, right? And for the aluminum design code, actually for the India there is no code for the aluminum design, so we can use this US aluminum code. Similarly, for the timber design, actually we don't have any kind of code for the wooden work, right? Wooden structure. So you can prefer any codes. And also shear walls means RCC wall, and for that we use IS 456, right? So you can choose your codes over here, click on apply and accept. So these are your initial settings. Then here we have backup manager. So StadePro will ask you frequently, after every 10 minutes or 5 minutes, he will ask you to save your task, your work. So you can set your backup from here, from backup manager, that I want around 5 backup of auto backup. Auto backup means it will save automatically at the frequency of 10 minutes, or you can choose 5 minutes, whatever you want, right? And once you are going to save it manually, it will create again one more backup. So how many manual backups you want? For example, I want 15 manual backups. So the total backup of your single file will be 20, right? So it is recommended to you that whenever you are creating a project in StadePro, then please create a folder first, then put your file in that folder, so all the backups will be there. Otherwise your desktop, if you are going to save your file on the desktop, it will be full with the backups, right? So hit OK. If you want to disable this auto backup, that you can, but it's helpful for us, right? Sometimes that electricity cutoff will be there, so it will be helpful for us. Now let me begin with a new project, and today actually I am going to show you the how to apply the wind load, right? So we will create a simple 3D structure. So here we have different environments. Space environments means 3D, planar environments means 2D vertical problem, floor environments means 2D horizontal problem, and truss means your steel structure, simple truss. So let me begin with this space, and you can provide your name over here and the location of your folder, right? And as you notice over here, we have a default unit set as per the metric, that means meter and kilonewtons we have. Click on next, and here he is asking us that what you want to create first. So just choose add beam. Right now we can access all these options from the inside, right? So click on the finish, and this is our StadePro environment. So let me begin with a introduction of this environment. So on the top we have the name of our software, then a file, and also we have a menu bar over here. See, we have file, edit, view, insert, tools, geometry. So everything you will find from this menu bar, right? But also we have toolbars over here. These are the individual toolbars. You can organize it as per your comfort, right? You can take it and drop it anywhere over here as per your comfort. So these are just a tool, simple tools. Then on the right side also, we on the left side also we have some other tools. So these are the selection tools, so that I have set over here. So this is the simple environment of StatePro software. Then actually this one, this vertical bar is our ribbon, where we have tabs and panel. See, we have setup. Then the sub panel will be over here. Here we have job, and that will be open on the right side, right? So in this way actually this software works. If you go to the geometry, the sub options will be over here. Beam, then snap nodal beam will be here. Plate, then snap nodal plate will be here. Solid, then also in the general property, so the property panel will be open on the right side, right? So in this way this software actually works. And here are some why we create this thing, let me delete that. Okay, yes. And here are the some views: front view, view from positive z, negative z, positive x, negative x, positive y, negative y, and isometric view, right? So click on the beams first and you will get a snap nodal beam, and you can actually draw your structure with the help of this snapping mode, and the nodes and the beams will be created. Press escape to finish your command and close this snap nodal beam. So here we have created nodes and the beams, right? The second way, you can provide the coordinates of your individual points, or let me begin with the structure wizard, right? Our main task is today I'm going to show you applying wind load and calculating a problem, right? So we will create a G plus 10 structure. So go to the I'm preferring a very simple model, right? So I'm going to the geometry in the run structure wizard, and here we have a default frame structures that directly we can call. So I'm using frame model in this bay frame, and I'm taking it over here. So for example, length means a direction in x, height means your y, and width means your z direction, right? So I am preferring my length around let's say 10 meter, height should be 30 meter, and width should be 25 meter. So this is my initial structure, right? And I'm just creating a simple structure for in front of you. And the length I want 3 divisions, right? In the height I want 10 divisions, and in the width I want 5 divisions, or okay, 5 divisions are enough, or we can choose 30 meter over here. And I want, okay, let me take 24 and 8 divisions. So division will be 3 meter length. You can check your divisions over here, right? And hit OK. And on this the segments, I want to actually define my first segment with the 4 meter, my second segment with 1 meter, and third segment with also 4 meter. Make a total, this is 9, so we need to change this to 2 meter, right? And hit OK. Click on apply and your structure will be there, right? This is just a very simple structure. I am going to transfer it to my StatePro environment, and at the origin hit OK. So here we have that structure, right? Furthermore, I want to add something else to my structure. So for example, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So the 12-meter structure I want to add over here. So let me create that again. So again you can go to your geometry in the run structure wizard, right? And the frame model, and you can take this bay frame. Length should be we will take around 12 meter, which is fine, and 3 divisions. Height should be 30 meter with 10 division, and the width should be, let me check what we have, 12 meter. Okay, and 4 division. All divisions must be with a 3 meter. Just fine. Here we have 4 meter divisions and here we have 3 meters divisions. So I'm going to apply this thing, and let me transfer our model. Yes, and instead of transferring it at the origin, I'm choosing some kind of reference point. I want to pick this point, click on OK, and I want to place that point over here and hit OK. Duplicate nodes are ignored and duplicate beams are also ignored. And here we have our structure. View it from the top, right? So it is something like this in T shape, right? Here we have a lobby area, and view it from the front, back, left, right, and also isometric view. So in this way you can create your complex structure. This is just a very simple structure. We'll discuss about the residential problem also in our actual training, and also school building structure. So now let me begin with the next step. So in the next step we need to assign some kind of properties. So here we have a properties. So first we will create that property. For our comfort, I am applying a simple property right now, a common property to entire structure. We can actually apply a different cross section to the beams and also to the columns, but for now I am applying a same cross sections over here. So click on the define rectangular cross section. I want a depth of 0.35 meter and the width of 0.3 meter, right? With a concrete material, this material is M2025 material. Actually we can create our own material that you want to create, but for that we need some mechanical properties, right, for the material. So right now click on the add, close, and select this property and assign that to view. So it will be assigned on your entire model, or you can select your model and you can choose this assign to selected beam, assign, and yes. So now we actually assign this reference 1 to my entire structure. And if you want to view it in the rendered output, you can. Here we have a rendered output of our structure, and that you can actually orbit, right? This model in this state environment, actually we are not able to orbit it. And also we apply a fixed support. So the next task we need to apply support. So create fixed support, click on add. Just a minute. Okay, so here we have created a fixed support, and that we actually need to apply all the bottom ends of these columns, right? So it is easy for us to view it this model, the structure from this kind of elevation view. Either you can view it from the front or back or a left or a right, right? And then you can select it like this. So all the bottom nodes are selected, and to select this node you need a nodal cursor. See, we have different types of cursors over here. If you choose beam cursor and you are going to select anything, that beams will be selected. If you choose nodal cursor and you are going to select anything, this is a saving notice. So only the nodes will be selected, not the beams. Are beams will not going to select. Nodal cursor, and here we have, see, right? So we need to select only this bottom beams, sorry, bottom nodes, and click on the assign to selected node, assign, and yes. So these supports are assigned. Again go to the isometric view. See, all the nodes are selected and they have a fixed support right now. The next task, we need to provide some loadings. So for now I am just taking a very simple only one dead load and one live load, and we will discuss about the wind loads, and I am assuming that value right now, right? So for the wind load, let me create a dead load case first. So in the load case detail, we need to click on add, then over here choose your loading type dead, and let me give it a name, that is dead load. Hit add and close. And now I want to add two loads over here. First is the self weight of the structure and also a wall load. And for example, I am carrying a wall of 9-inch wall we have, right? Actually in the building structure we generally use partition wall, but for now we are taking a 9-inch wall, and the load of 9-inch wall is 12.5 kilonewton per meter. We will discuss how to calculate the load of wall in our actual training, but for now, let me provide. So click on your dead load case, click on add, and first of all, we will add a self weight of the structure. So in the y direction, factor will be -1 and hit on add. So it will be in the negative y direction. Select this and we need to assign it to entire model. So assign and yes. So self weight is assigned. Now I want to assign a wall load. So first we need to create that. Go to the member load, uniform force, and I am applying minus 12.5 kilonewton per meter. Minus because of we need to apply in negative y direction. That is why I am choosing minus. If you provide a positive value, then it will be in a positive y direction like this, right? But we want our load direction like this, in the negative y direction. Y is our global axis, so here it is chosen at y, right? So let me add this, add and close. And this load we only want to assign on horizontal members, that means beams, not on the columns. So how to select them? To select them, we have some kind of selection tools also. So first select your load, go to the selection, and here we have a selection tool. So beam parallel to x, and I want to select beam parallel to z. So in this way I have selected only my floor members. See, all the columns are deselected, and I'm selecting this load and assign only to this selected beam, right? Then click on assign and yes. So here we have assigned a load, our wall load. Let me go to the isometric view, click on this loads, which is fine right now, right? Then next we will assign some kind of floor load. Let me take a 6 kilonewton per meter square floor load, and that we will add. Actually we won't have created any kind of floor over here, but we can assign a floor load. So let me create a new load case for that. So click on the load case detail, click on the add, and that we will consider in a live load. So click on the live, and the name is live load. Add and close. And here I am using a same floor load for entire structure. So click on the load case, click on the add, and here we have a floor load. The pressure I want -6 kilonewton per meter square, and we need to provide a range from where to where you need to assign. So in the x and z it should be infinite, but in the y direction I want to assign it from the 3 meter to the 30 meter, right? From the first floor to the last floor. Click on add and close, and it will assign automatically. See, we have this floor load floor structure. You can view it from the top, so it will be more comfortable to you to understand. So this load is actually a trapezoidal load, which is transferring our load from the floor to the beam, right? So this load is going to transfer to this beam. Here we have this much load is going to transfer over here, and this is also going to transfer here, and also have some kind of movement because floor is going to bend, so it will add some kind of movement also. Again, let me go to the 3D view, and now we will add wind load. And for the wind load we need to create first a wind definition. So click on the wind definition, and for the wind load we generally use I8. Which code we have for the wind load? 875.3, right, students? Okay, so that load is actually that code is not added over here right now. So we need to calculate the pressure, the intensity of our wind load at different height. Once you calculate that as per the code, then you can create your wind definition. So in the definition, click on the wind definition, click on the add, and here we are adding, you can give it any name, just add it and close. And now I'm choosing this wind, click on the add, and here you need to provide your intensity. So for example, I am providing 0.7 kilonewton per meter square up to the 10-meter height, or a 5-meter height, then 0.8 at a 10 meter, then 0.95 at 15 meter, then 1.1 at 20 meter, then 1.35 at 25 meter, and then I'm choosing 1.55 at 30, and let me take one more, 1.6 up to 35, right? So these are the our pressures, wind pressure, wind force at the different pressures. So we have added entire list. Then click on the add, and here you need to enter a multiplication factor. So we will choose 1, click on add and close. Now we need to assign this exposure to our entire model. So what will happen? Stead will detect our model, and it will calculate that where actually our wind force is going to strike or intersect. So click on this exposure and assign it to entire model, assign to view, assign, and yes. So it will calculate all the nodes of our structure. See, all the nodes are selected to this exposure. Now we just create a definition. Now we need to create a load case for the wind. And as you all know, wind can appear from any direction, from positive x, negative x, positive z, and negative z, right? So we need to create a 4 individual load cases over here. So click on the load case, click on the add, and here we are adding a wind load. So loading type is wind, and let me give a name, WL in X positive. So this is my wind load in X positive. Add, then wind load in X negative. Add, again wind load in Z positive. Add, and wind load in Z negative. Add. So these are the load case. Now what we need to do, we have created a pressure. Now we need to provide only direction and a multiplication factor, that from the positive x direction this wind is going to assign with this much factor, right? So I'm choosing my positive x, and let me view it from the positive z. So okay, now see, this direction is my positive x. Now understand carefully, this is my positive x direction, right? And we are going to assign that pressure. So it will be apply on this face, right? And also create some kind of other effect on the back face. So on the back face, what it will create? It will create a vacuum. So here will be a vacuum because the wind is pressuring on this face. It is moving in this direction. So on the back side of our structure, it will create vacuum. So the inside pressure will be increased, right? So this is our drag pressure, we can say. So there will be acting two kinds of pressure, the direct pressure of wind on the front face and the indirect pressure of the wind on the back face, right? Two wind loads will be there. So now let me assign them. So what you need to do, click your load case, click on the add, and here we have a wind load. Click on the wind load, and we need to assign, see, we have two options over here, x and also one more x, but this is windward and this is leeward. So what is the difference? So for example, we are applying a 0.8% of air, that means 80% air are going to stuck in my front face and creating a pressure over there. 20% are going to escape, right? So windward means your front face. Click on add, and let me check now. Close it. Now see, wind is coming from this direction, right? So this one is coming from this direction and creating a pressure on this face. Now similarly, a drag pressure will be created on the back face, that will be our leeward wind force. So again, click on your positive X, click on the add, and in the wind I am choosing on X leeward, and that will be a little lower, so I am choosing zero point 0.5 or zero point 0.4 multiplication factor. Click on the add and close. So now see, this force is leeward force on the back face, this yellow that I blue that I have selected, and this one is on the front, right? So these are the two forces will act only from the positive x. Similarly, from the negative x, we will add a same wind load, but the direction will be negative x, right? So click on the wind load x, and the factor will be minus 0.8 for the windward, so it will be from negative x, and for the leeward again minus 0.5 add. So here we have a negative load. See, this is the windward, this blue one, and this is the leeward, this blue one. Similarly, from the z positive, click on the add wind load. In the z direction, factor should be 0.8 add, and the z leeward factor should be 0.5 add and close. So I hope you get the exact idea what is the windward direction and what is the leeward direction, right? Then the last one, this one for the negative z, let me add them. Click on the wind load, z direction minus 0.8 because it's a minus z direction. Click on the add, and in the leeward we will add minus 0.5, but we will add it later. Just close it, and I want to show that value. See, from the front. So we are from the front view. Now see, if you want to view the pressure value, then you can press shift V. It will give you the pressure. See, on the bottom we have a very less pressure, and as we rise above, it is going to rise, increase, right? Up to this point we have a full pressure. On the edges, see, we have a lower pressure because the air are going to escape from these edges, right? And on the centerpiece, it will create a large pressure over here also. See, so this is our pressure distribution of air. Now let me add that leeward pressure also. So wind z negative minus 0.5 in the leeward direction, add and close. Okay, so we apply all the primary loads over here. Now if you want to calculate this structure, you can just go to the command analyze and perform your structure, and you can run your study, and it will give you a analysis result only, where you will find the displacement, support reactions, then axial force, shear force, bending moments, right? So that all things you will find in this output. So go to the post process mode, click on OK for this load cases. Okay, So this is our displacement. This first diagram is displacement. I am increasing this displacement so it will be easily visible to you. So see the displacement of our structure in this green color, right? So that is due to wind load in Z negative. Now if I choose Z positive, the displacement in this side, X negative, X positive due to dead live load and due to dead load, right? So these are the individual displacement. Now if you want to find some kind of combination loading, that also we can apply, right? So I hope you get the exact idea how this software actually works. In the beam results, see these are the our bending moments diagram for each and every member from beam number 1 to total we have 3070 members over here. So you will get a table for all that member from 1 to 13,070. That much members we have. Then these are the stress diagram, the tension and compression zone on your structure. So let me choose a single member from here, anyone. For example, this one. So it will be enlarged in front of you and you will get a tension and compression zone. At the beginning, you can slide it at the center and at the end, right? So as you notice that on the beginning and on the end, we have a tension zone on the top and on the center we have a tension zone on the bottom, and for the tensile load we provide mainly our reinforcement, right? So in this way this software actually works. These are the graphical result. You can choose any member and you will get the graphical result for that, right? And here we have a support reaction for all the supports. We have so many supports over here. So these are the support reaction. With the help of this value, actually we are going to calculate our foundation, reinforcement of our foundation, right? So this is our support reactions. So I hope you all get the basic knowledge, basic idea about this software. And at the end, again, I want to inform you one more thing, that it is there are so many benefits to learn from home. I hope you enjoy this session very well and you get something new from me today, right? And you can learn from your home, from your home comfort. You don't need to travel any far, so the traveling expense will be reduced if you are living in a small town, small townships, right? And there are no facilities for this training center, so this online training have so many benefits. So you can type your review in your chat box if you like that, and also please fill up a review form that will be shared shortly in our WhatsApp group. And now if you have any question then you can ask me. We have some time so I can answer. So students, how was this session? Do you get something useful? Do you learn something new? How was your experience with this first class, this demo program of State Pro software? Okay, no problem. You can write your reviews in the review form also. Review form will be delivered in the WhatsApp group. Thank you, Balraj, for your comment. And review form will be provided to you in the WhatsApp group, right? So you can share your review over there also. So here I am going to end this demonstration program. If you have any questions regarding this software, then you can ask me, uh, or otherwise I am going to end this class now. Okay. So thank you, students, and thank you on the behalf of Psych Center. See you then.